show your face. Show your face, please, with Durk on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, so apparently Lil Durk's cousin, who goes by the name OTF Chug, has some interesting words for not just Lil Durk, but I guess for social media to see as well. Now, this happened a few days ago. However, somebody just sent it to us today and we seen it and we figured we'll speak on it. And the reason why is because the person said that we've been saying that there's some type of internal conflict when it comes to this OTF and O Block. And of course, they never going to admit it publicly, but if you just pay attention to what's going on, I think it's common sense. Now, OTF Chug isn't the only one that said something to the extent of which he said Lil Durk has to watch his circle, because if y'all remember, Lil Varney, when everybody got wrapped up, kind of said the same thing. His only difference was he was saying that that's why he was staying away, because he peeped everything that was going on, and instead of participating in anything, he just kept his distance so he could get out of, I guess, the indictments and RICOs and everything flying. That was kind of weird, because I feel that if you did feel that way, wouldn't you want to warn others as well? Or I guess maybe he tried to say something and nobody wanted to listen to him, so he just distanced himself. However, we're going to get into all this, man, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now, OTF Chug, who is, I'm assuming, Lil Durk's cousin, as everybody's saying, he would take to his Instagram story with a message, as he would post a picture of him and Lil Durk, and in the caption, it would say, quote, "Should have been switched to Entourage. I told you that. On Newski, free to go." Now, first and foremost, 9 times out of 10, if he put that out there like that on his story, he definitely wanted people to see it. He definitely wanted some of the guys to see it. He definitely wanted the fans and supporters to see it. He wanted to be seen. This is something that was like totally avoidable, but yet he put it out there on the net, and like I said, he did it for a reason. Now, before I even start, let me tell y'all this, man. A lot of people like to say, oh, you know, y'all in these guys' business. It's always the bloggers starting, but as you could clearly see, these guys put things on social media for the fans, for the bloggers, and people to come to their own conclusion. Now, he didn't specify who, but he said Entourage. This means it could be anybody. It could be Duty Low. It could be OTF Didi. It could be OTF Lil Varney. It could be anybody, right? Bezu, it could be anybody. But the fact remains that he did say Entourage, which means he's talking about everybody. Now, on the flip side of that, who else could he be referring to, right? He could be referring to King Von, because I've seen other people on social media blame King Von for the reason that Lil Durk is caught up in all this. This is why he got caught up with the whole Quando Rondo situation and the unaliving the Lil Pap. Let me tell y'all this, man. And this is the problem. Nobody likes to take accountability. And when something happens to somebody, it's always those people that come out the woodworks and say, well, I told you not to do this. I told you. Listen, none of it matters now. He's in the situation. Y'all get over it however y'all can and fight the situation. It's nothing you could do now. However, people got to start taking accountability. Right? When Lil Durk was sitting there dissing FBG Duck and making songs like Aha and you gonna end up by that tree, was he telling Lil Durk then to stay away from the Entourage? You know, you can believe whatever you want, I got your folks hit. Was he telling them that then? You know what? He should have been telling the Entourage to get away from Durk, because all they was doing was incriminating themselves. And like I said, the problem is when everything is going good, And you know, everybody got money, everybody driving foreigns, everybody flashing and designing clothes. Everything's good. Nobody say anything then. But when it goes bad, suddenly, oh, I told you to stay away from them, or you should have got away from this person and that person. Come on. Right? Let's all take accountability. Now, when it comes to what he said, 9 times out of 10, it's going to cause some type of division, because at the end of the day, who's not going to take offense to this? Right? Because once again, he didn't specify. So anybody that was within the entourage, they're going to feel away. And then they probably say, well, where you come from? Right? But anybody that is associated with Durk, all they're going to do is take offense to it, because I would too. Because what you mean you should have stayed away from the entourage? You don't know the work we put in. You don't know what we did together. So how are you going to say that he should have stayed away from us? Maybe we should have stayed away from him. Now, for y'all that don't know what's going on, or you've been living under a rock for like the past year, Lil Durk has been placed into federal custody for allegedly having a hand in the unaliving of Quando Rondo's friend Lil Pab in California. He's currently being charged with M for hire for allegedly paying his co-defendants, which consisted of OTF Didi and OTF Vonnie, not to be confused with Little Vonnie and others, to go take out Quando Rondo, but instead they hit Lil Pab. Now, on top of being held for that case, unsealed documents were released by the feds, stating that there's yet another investigation accusing Durk of also being behind the unaliving of a Chicago man by the name of Stephon Mack back in January of 2022. Allegedly, Durk paid 2 suspects to take his life due to him having involvement in the unaliving of Lil Durk's brother D-Thing, who was shot and unalived back in 2021 in Chicago. Now also, when he says that Durk should have got away from the entourage, he could be talking about a few things. He could mean that they're being detrimental to Durk and his brand, or their stupidity is going to take him down along with them one day, based on how we've seen everything eventually play out. Now, in a way, I do agree with him, due to how, like I said, we've seen how these guys were actually caught. Because honestly, they really don't have much on Lil Durk himself, aside from the music lyrics, saying a little too much in songs and interviews. But the only reason Durk's name was ever brought up in any of these cases were at the hands of the guys who actually did the crimes. Right? From talking on the phones, text messages, saying dates, and they wasn't even discreet about it. Right? That's the sad part. They ain't say no code names or code words or nothing. They're literally in text messages saying, did you get the money from Durk yet? Right? Or Durk said he's going to be here on the 18th, so I'll get it from him then. Damn. Right? Literally helping the feds put all the breadcrumbs together. They're using credit cards that was associated with the company, all type of stuff, man. But I don't know. At the end of the day, it's all allegations and accusations. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty. I just hope y'all be learning from these situations and realize what not to do. Because a lot of this stuff could be avoidable if guys just use their heads. Simple as that. But anyway, y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about Durk's cousin OTF Chug saying he should have stayed away from the entourage. And do you agree with him? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. I'm out.